like we can see it has grown almost tenfold since 2003. And what is so special about this board and the learning at Switzerland? And uh, we all know that. And then I just want to give you one example and one guess. So let me see if you can guess who this person is. So he's one of the most recognized and well-known scientists of the century, and his theories solve centuries old problems in physics and rock, even non-physics views of the world. Year and in his early years, slow to learn to speak, did not excel in schools, failed business ventures, and also expelled from school, citing illness as a reason, and became a Swiss citizen in 1921 and went to Switzerland to complete his high school and graduated with teaching degree. So if you want to guess, you can type it in a chat box. But without wasting much time, it's none other than Albert Einstein. And let me see, this is none other than Albert Einstein, who was the inventor of quantum physics and also the theory of gravity. And if you must have noticed, he did complete his education in Switzerland, which actually helped him to keep both the left and right brain active. And his love for music is evident in the picture as shown here. So, uh, so what's so special about Switzerland and its education system? Just for your information, some top brand from Switzerland like Maggi noodles too was invented in Switzerland. And I believe no one would deny that I don't know what is Maggi. So why it's so special? And then I just want you to take you through. Every Fortune, which is 500 company, has its headquarters in Switzerland. In fact, the Geneva Convention is also there. So at more than 80,000, Switzerland per capita income is in the third highest in Europe and the fourth highest in the world. It is home to one of the world's most innovative economies, and its employment rate rests comfortably below 4%. And all of this in a nation that produce comparatively few university graduates in an era marked by increasing competitions, automations, and globalizations. What is the secret of Switzerland's success? You know, US based National Center on Education and Economic, which is NCEE, says Switzerland vocational education and training VAT system is one of the strongest in the world. And I believe that everyone would agree to that. What makes this VAT so impactful? It immediately put young people in a setting with others, couples with ample coaching and support, more hands-on experience, academic concepts are made real, students are paid while they're learning. At the end of the apparent apprenticeship, they have a national recognized qualification, and that is portable. And this is where I would like to urge all the respected principals and leaders to make use of all the alumni who are currently working in well-established organizations and give our students the much needed hands-on experience, and which will take our economy to the next level and make India the next superpower. And we're going to have a game. So I'm going to taste your brain. So everyone, when you put your palm together and your fingers are crossed, thus your right thumb stays on the top or bottom. You can type in a chat box. So I believe there will be many people here would say that, okay, right thumb, or some will say left thumb. Yes, nice. So Miss Kavita has said uh, right, left. Okay, so let me give the answer. If your right thumb is up, congratulations. You have a very creative mind to find solutions and have a strong sense of correlations with peers. If your left thumb is up, congratulations to you too. You have a very critical and analytical mind which help you identify problems before they occur. You know, and while we all know how the uh, two hemisphere of the brain function, music is known as a brain gene, and music is unique in its ability to affect more than a single brain hemisphere, and its uh, learning encompass both the analytical traits of the left brain and the more creative aspect of the right brain. And musical education also greatly contributes toward an individual intellectual and emotional development. Students learning music has more empathy, and they have a they have an open mind and have higher self-esteem and can overcome anxiety with ease. And children learn discipline with music. So moreover, music education helps students develop their math and pattern recognizing skills and much more. We at FSM understood and understand these benefits. Our vision is to make quality music education available to everyone. Hence, we have carefully structured curriculum to aid the holistic development of a child from kindergarten to all the way up to the to achieving a degree in music. As a matter of fact, we have started free music session on a Facebook page every Sunday at 4 p.m. And I would like to invite all the principal present in this forum. All of your students are welcome to join for us for a live Facebook session every Sunday at 4 p.m., where you will be where we will be teaching and exploring various aspects of music. Well, in a conclusion, I would like to say we are thrilled with inclusion of vocational courses like music in the NAP, for we understand the profound impact it will have on the children and their development. And at the end, allow me to share one quick short video, which will not take much time, and I will conclude with that. Okay, so can you see my screen? No, right?
Not yet, not yet.
Okay, I think it's loading, but it's taking big time.
Okay,
So are you able to see now? I think I've shared.
not yet.
I think I will share at the end
Sure,
of my
sure,
closing
sure.
statement.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
you can
Thank
go
you.
ahead. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you, Levi. The time for the questions. I would request all the speakers, please allow me to present those questions to you. We have already received many questions. In fact, more than 50 questions we have received, though many questions fall in similar kind of categories. Right. Before I start presenting these questions to you, I'll take a minute in sharing what exactly we do in school Lalaji Solutions. So I'll share my screen here. We are currently working in different cities, working with many institutions. Most of you are already aware of School Allergy Solutions. We are India's largest one-stop solution platform for educational institutions. We are currently present in 42 cities, working with somewhere around 4,500 institutions. We help institutions in three ways. We help institutions in buying the right things from the right people at right place. We also help institutions in selling their old items like their old buses, generators, their furniture. There are many institutions, there are many schools in villages, budget area. They may require your, infrastructure, other items. We also help institutions in raising money, that maybe in terms of financing and some other, methods. Why any education institution needs us? Need a platform like School Lalaji Solution. Whenever we go to a school, generally, where we get these kind of responses. We already have our own supplier. Our team is expert. They are already getting good discount. Team is efficient. Yes, absolutely. These are all are valid reasons. But in India, in last 8-10 years, hundreds of new companies in education they have come up. They have come up with thousands of unique product and services. But one big challenge for those companies is that they are not able to meet the leaders. They are not able to meet Tapati ma'am. They are not able to meet Rajee ma'am or Bhawana ma'am and other school leaders. So it's very difficult for them to demonstrate their product and services. And at the same time, it is also difficult for you to meet everyone. Obviously you cannot do that. Your bandwidth doesn't allow to meet everyone. So there are many product and services which were good product and services and also had a reasonable cost attached to them, but they did not get the sufficient number of demonstrations, and they just got died out. So here we come in. We work with the school. We understand your requirement. We understand your taste. And then accordingly, we filter different companies and we suggest those companies to you at a subsidized price and negotiated price. We work in different categories like smart classroom solutions. We provide to schools uniform solutions, insurance, diesel, solar plant, language labs, security solutions, furnitures, recruitment and training, music classrooms, healthcare, robotics, STEM, STEAM labs, career counseling, stationery, digital marketing, IT solutions, educational tour, generator, learning tools, and finance. And we take the guarantee that we'll save at least your 5 to 7%. And that's because of the bulk negotiation power. When we negotiate with a particular company, we negotiate not just for one school, we negotiate for 4,500 schools. And this is the minimum saving that we can, bring to the table for your institution. One example, in 2019 alone, we saved 2 crore 40 lakh rupees for different institutions in one category, that is bus insurance. These are some major highlights. So we did 8 megawatt plus solar installation, 3,000 plus bus insurance, 4,400 plus smart classroom, 2,000 plus cameras, 350 plus training program, 56 old buses. We sold from one school to another, and uniform in 42 schools. By the end of 2021, we are aiming to reach out to 10,000 institutions. We need your support, blessings, and guidance. So thank you once again. Now, time for the questions. I would request Tapti ma'am if we can start with you. If I can present first question to you.
Yeah, yes,
Yep.
yes. Yeah.
This is a very regular question, Tapti ma'am, and today this has been asked by 3-4 educators. So one Miss Asmita Taneja ji, she's a teacher with Lovely Public School. She's asked this question. How to cater children with the special need. After the implementation of NEP, what are the proposals there in NEP for special children?
See, if you
Yeah.
ask me that for special children, of course, I'd say that this is a very, very good question and very relevant to NEP. The thing is that when we are talking about special education in nursery prep level, the kind of a curriculum we have, we don't have to set up anything in a different way because our curriculum, REC curriculum is talking about the same thing. But when the same child is going to class 1, after passing prep class, when the child is going to class 1, there should be a special educator. But our teachers is a special educator. In our school, what we have done, we have trained our 7 teachers with special education. So they are taking care of those children. And in fact, we have made a center also because always you are, all have to keep in a mind that special education means it's an inclusion. It's not an integrated. So maybe after 3 months or after 6 months, the child should come to the normal class. But if you are talking about academically, But if the child has a lot of problem in other way, definitely we have to consult the doctor. But if the child has a writing problem, dyscalculia problem, then of course it can solve with the kind of a thing we have. So in nursery prep level, I say that take it easily along with everybody. Let them mix up, don't segregate, nothing. But in from class 1, if you can, some special educator can work. Then in mid class 1 only, I can give you guarantee the child will be in the sitting with everybody if she has some academic problem. 100%.
Right. Thank you. Thank you, Tapti ma'am. Now, I would request Rajee ma'am if we can present this question to you.
Yeah,
In fact,
please.
today we have been asked this question by many people. I will name a few. Najiba Khanji from Lovely Public School, Manjula ji from NK Bagrodia, and Miss Pooja Chaudhary from St. Lawrence Public School, Dilshad Garden. They have asked about the timing. Do we have some time limitations to implement this policy in schools?
The NEP document says that it should be fully implemented by 2030. But then by 2025, things will start moving. And CBSE is already in the pipeline. They have already mentioned in their various documents that 2025 onwards, they will be following the various guidelines mentioned in the NEP, and they will start doing it in that manner. So the first requirement is we have to add one more year in the junior wing, where we have only 2 years right now, where in Delhi we call it as preschool and pre-primary. So here we have to add one more, that is 3 years, 4 years and 5 years. Because when the child comes to 6, when the child becomes 6 years only, then only the child will enter class 1. So although the 5 years, the foundational years have been clubbed, and that 3 plus 2 has been added. So till class 2 is the foundational years. So the implementation, as the NEP mentions it, that it should be done by 2030.
Right. Thank you, Rajee ma'am. Nidhi ji, I would request if you can take on this. This has been asked by Miss Sapna Puri. She's a PRT teacher with NK Bagrodia School, a global school, Dwarka. How this NEP will be beneficial in the overall development of economy?
Okay. Yeah, one thing I want to say that because like in terms of economy, and I am from the higher education background, so yes, when students are getting that kind of education from the secondary level, and when they will come into the higher education level, they are already come prepared with that kind of mindset. The only thing is we have to give the skill set into the education level, into the higher education level, and when they have the right mindset and the right skill set, they will definitely contribute more toward the society, more toward to the India, because right now they are willing not to become the employees, but they want to become the employers. So they want to become the entrepreneur, they want to produce more business in the in the India. So that is the thing. If we encourage our student that there is no need to become the employees, but there is only the thing is that you can also become the employers also. So I think right direction, right attitude, and the way and the right mindset, it will definitely work, and we can definitely contribute toward our society. Thank you.
Thank you, Nidhi ji. I would request Levi if you can take on this question. How the
Okay.
implementation of NEP would bring an evolution in art education?
Yes. So I also speak about right brain and then a left brain. So in a child, there are a lot of things that we try to put. We try to teach them. We try to let them learn so many things. But if there is something that lack. So if I talk about a body, so our right hand do his job, left hand do his job, right leg and left leg do his different job, and the head thinking we have a different parts that contributes to our body. So the same thing, like art is something that will really impact a child. And then, when we talk about music, music is something that help the child to coordinate both the mind and both the brain, right brain and left brain. And they also reduce the stress of a child. And there are a lot of example that I can also give, but I just give you one example that I have come across. So there's a child from Bangalore, Orchids International School in BTM. So there's a child who um, was like little bit not able he's not able to write properly. He has difficulties in writing, but he started learning music, which is he started learning a keyboard, and then he started playing the notes with his fingers. And in a very short period of time, we realized that he is able to write properly. So these are a few things that can really impact the life of a child.
Thank you, Levi. Uh, Before we conclude the session with the concluding remarks from our speakers, I would request Tapti ma'am and Raji ma'am if you can take one more question. Tapti ma'am, this question has come from Miss Anjali Kharbanda ji. She's the vice principal with NK Bagrodia School. She has asked how this NEP, bring changes, or how would be the implementation at senior secondary level? What would be the changes, Tapti ma'am?
Uh, if you ask me in a senior secondary or secondary level, changes are there because everybody has to learn a skill. I'm so sorry.
Hello, Tapti ma'am, are you there? Okay, I guess Tapti ma'am, we can see that she's there, but maybe some technical glitch. She will be joining us in some moments. I would request Raji ma'am if you can take on this. This has come from Miss Ashu Kapoor. She's a teacher with Lovely Public School. Ashu ji has asked, uh, you know, there's a lot of confusion about the age criteria for admission in nursery class. If you can share your thoughts.
See, as I mentioned, the age criteria is different in different states. We right now we are doing an inter-school competition for nursery and KG. So we found that in different states the age is different. So this has to be uniform in all the states now. Like in Delhi, the age group is 3+ and 4+ in nursery and KG. But now with this NEP implementation, I'm sure all states will follow the same age group. So as I mentioned earlier, it will be 3 years, and Anganwadi is going to be part of the formal schooling, formal schools. So then the age group will be the same in throughout the country. This is what I believe. Now, I think the directions have not been given by the government, but all states have to implement NEP, and the suggestions have been asked from the states in case they are, when are they going to implement and how are they going to implement it. So these suggestions are being invited, and this will be discussed in the parliament because the act has been come in place, but they have to first discuss it in the parliament. So this will take time. So I'm
Right.
sure the age will be uniform in all the states.
Right.
I hope this suffices.
Yes, yes, absolutely, absolutely. Thank you, Raju. Yes, Tapti ma'am, we miss your thoughts. You're on mute, ma'am. Tapti ji. Tapti ma'am, you're on mute. Tapti ma'am, you are on mute. We are not able to. So, wait. Uh, our team will coordinate with Tapti and she will be joining us to share her, views on higher education changes at the higher secondary level. And I take the opportunity to thank all the speakers. Before I come back to them for their concluding remarks, I I thank Bhavana ji, for sharing her views on the 21st century challenges and the early childcare education. She talked about, how NEP has the potential to make India Atmanirbhar in true sense. She also shared that our right to education is very important, but it has, potential to get failed if not executed well. She also shared, the same thought which other speakers also maintained that 85%.
Hello.
Yep. Yes, Tapti ji.
Can you hear me now? Yeah.
Yes, we can
Yeah,
hear you. We'll come
Please,
back. We'll come back to you in a moment, ma'am.
Okay,
Tapti ji,
no
ma'am,
problem.
I'll come back to you.
Carry on. Okay.
So, right. So we are very thankful to Bhavana ji. She joined, though she had to leave us due to her prior commitment. I thank Tapti Chatterjee, ma'am. She shared, many other speakers have also shared that many good schools are already implementing these policies which are there in the proposal, in the document. So, but the biggest challenge would be for the budget schools, the schools in the villages, how they are going to train their teachers, how, they are going to develop that kind of infrastructure. So, Tapti ma'am also shared the thought that, the most brain development happens during these early years. She emphasized that training is going to be very important, and we need to focus, on this part in a collaborative way. She very emphatically maintained that reading, writing skill should get the main focus from educators for kids. And very interesting and very important point Tapti ma'am raised that, as an educator, we need to take parents and society along, along the development. And eventually she invited us to visit their new campus, and we'll certainly try to visit that campus. Thank you, Tapti ma'am. We'll come back to you for your concluding remark. And Rajee ma'am shared and she shared her thought that roots are nurtured during these early years of a kid, and the foundation can be developed on that platform. She again maintained that training is very important, and we need to create an environment where the this entire process can become more joyous in order to bring foods. She emphatically shared that vernacular language method is going to have a high impact. But again, she raised that cosmopolitan cities like Delhi will face challenges. Uh, and again, she shared that the first 3-4 years are going to be very important as they were. And we thank Nidhi ma'am. Nidhi ma'am shared the perspective of higher education segment. She talked about industry 4.0, education 4.0. She visualized that maybe in future we would be having AI based tutors or chatbots in our classrooms. She also shared some glimpses of how the 21st century smart classroom would be. Thank you, Nidhi ji. And eventually, Levi joined in and shared how the music increases the efficiency and it creates a more enjoyable process. Thank you, Levi. Now, I would request all the speakers if they can share their concluding remarks. I would begin with Tapti Chatterjee, ma'am. Ma'am, if you can share your concluding remarks.
Yeah. So once again, the beginning only I said thank you, but once again, thank you so much for the effort, for yourself, behind the curtain, whosoever is working in a Lalaji group. And of course, I would like to say that the mammoth task you are doing, Rajul, and keep on do the good thing. Today, I really enjoy along with everybody, and looking forward more interaction with all of you. Thank you, and happy Diwali to all of you.
Same to you, ma'am. Thank you. I would request Rajee ma'am if we can have your concluding remark.
First of all, let me thank all the organizers of School Lalaji for putting across all this great leaders who have great thoughts. And I really appreciate Tapti ma'am with all the so much of experience she has. I'm really enriched with her thoughts, and all the other speakers too who had spoken so well. My concluding remark is, let us take the challenge of NEP. NEP 2020 is a wonderful document, and I'm sure all schools will look forward to implementing it in total and toto. And it has to be an holistic education with inclusive nature. It's already inclusive in nature in Delhi, but inclusion is very important, as all abilities have to be taken into consideration, whether they are special or not. All children have to be looked after. So my message to all the school leaders and all the people on this forum, that let us look forward to this document, and let us all join together to learn, relearn, and maybe unlearn, learn, and relearn. This is my message. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Happy Diwali to all my friends who are here. Thank you so much.
Same to you. Same to you. Thank you, ma'am. I would request Nidhi ji, we can have your concluding remark.
Yeah, first of all, I would like to say thank you for such a wonderful initiative. And I think the new education policy 2020 is a good policy, as it aims at making the education system holistic, flexible, and aligned to needs the 21st century and 2030 sustainable development goal. So NEP has the potential, given the skill of youth of our country, and has all the right tools that are needed to be competitive at the global level. So needless to say, this new education policy is undoubtedly a progressive and ambitious policy that India is waiting for. Thank you so much, and happy Diwali to all of you.
Thank you, Nidhi ji, and same to you. And Mr. Levi, if we can have your concluding remark.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much, NMP, for the privilege. And I think one of the most important question is why it is that these art form are not integrated in the mainstream as a part of school. And we all are aware of this merit of arts, and it is possible that the lack of organized and structured program and lack of institutionalized approach to bring in constituency and then continuity in learning at a conceptual and performance level. Okay, and FSN has become the partner who can work with schools in enabling this for students and offer creative program across performing arts to build a strong program across any age group. And FSN body has opened up this opportunity for students, especially during this lockdown, and we aspire to make this most accessible to our students across the country during this lockdown. And we have testimonials of kids and adults alike who really looks forward to their music session, and we with us and benefit tremendously, especially in this tough time. And here is a little video in conclusion to all that I have spoke about. So it will just take a few seconds. So allow me to share my screen. So, okay, now got it. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, we can see.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Levi. I once again thank all the speakers, Tapti ma'am, Raji ma'am, Bhavana, Malik ji, Nidhi ji, and Levi Maheo for joining in, and also other participants for making this session very special. I wish you a very happy Diwali to all of you. Stay safe, stay healthy. So big thanks once again. So this was for the day. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.